Hello, everybody. Welcome. So we meet again to study together. It is what 5:50 p.m. at my end. Let's see how long we study. Probably I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could study longer with you guys. Um, but sometimes I get just distracted by being online. So yeah, I have to like kind of call it quits and then study. But anyways, I will try to study with you guys for as long as we can. And so today I have to do a lot of online assignments, and I have a deadline coming for like around like what 10 to 15 assignments because I have taken a lot of units in this semester. But before that, I know you guys like to talk about the news articles and discuss those with me. And you had sent me a message that you like it. So I'll keep up the tradition and I will discuss the articles with you. So let me log in into my account for New York Times. I'm having some kind of diet coke today. Because I don't want to get fatter. But yeah, so is the scheme of things. I also have this humidifier, so it kind of keeps things, moist around me because the place where I am right now, it is quite dry and it is very difficult to breathe at times. So let me try to log in my account. And here I go. So there are a lot of things happening around the world right now, and it is difficult to keep track of all of them. So I feel the best way is to read the headlines and just, go through a couple of articles. It gives you a good understanding on what is happening in this world and where we are. So So I see this article which is on Ukraine. Unfortunately, things are really bad there. Ukraine retakes ground as Russia breaches Mariupol bastion. If I click on this article and I go inside, I see that the headline says the fighting has intensified ahead of Russia's May 9 Victory Day holiday, commemorating the Soviet Union's triumph over Nazi Germany. When I go down in this article, I see a huge picture on Ukrainian soldiers at the site of a Russian strike in Kramatorsk in the Donbass region. This picture was taken on Thursday, and it's a very poor poor situation there. Um, very bad. It's very bad that is happening there to Ukrainians. It should happen to nobody. It's very bad. So the article says that there is another picture, a very heartwarming picture. Vitaly Malachuk, a Ukrainian military doctor, helping to transport a wounded soldier from a frontline field hospital on Thursday in Kramatorsk. Very heartening, very heartening. Fighting raged on Thursday across eastern Ukraine from the Kharkiv area in the north, where Ukrainian forces regained ground, to Mariupol in the south. where Russians breached the last Ukrainian redoubt in a steel plant as Moscow's forces battled to present President Vladimir Putin with something he can call victory. Some of the most ferocious combat took place between these two poles in or near the north of the Donetsk region, where the earth heaved with constant artillery bombardment. Russian forces approached from the east, north, and south, vainly trying to trap and destroy Ukrainian units in and around the cities of Kramatorsk and Sloviansk and the towns of Lyman and Barvinkov. Chancellor Olaf of Germany said on Thursday that the German foreign minister would visit Ukraine, a sign that weeks of diplomatic bickering between the two countries may have subsided. The announcement came after a call between Zelensky and Germany's President Frank Walter Steinmeier, which both countries said went well. Steinmeier had been disinvited from a visit to Kyiv last month over his past support for close German ties with Russia, and the spat had become a distraction for the German government. So, yeah, you all guys know about it that Germany had its ties with Russian. So, and Russia is like closer to, like Germany is closer to Ukraine in terms of geography. And it was expected that Germany will be supporting Ukraine in its endeavor to gain back its freedom, but because of Germany's ties with Russia, it stepped back. So there was a lot of spat on this going on, and then later now things are going well because the German president is has realized that he has to support Ukraine and try to ask Russia to go back and let Ukraine have its freedom. But I don't know what's going on there. So, and there is another tweet like a small article saying that former President George W. Bush met virtually on Thursday with President Zelensky of Ukraine. We will continue to stand with Ukrainians as they stand up for their freedom. This is what President Bush said in a statement on Facebook. And US also provided targeting for the Ukrainian strike that sank Russia's Moscow flagship, officials say. So there's another article which says that the United States provided intelligence that helped Ukrainian forces locate and strike the flagship of Russia's Black Sea Fleet last month, another sign that the administration is easing its self imposed limitations on how far it will go in helping Ukraine fight Russia. So, like everybody in this world knows that what is happening to Russia is wrong, is bad, and that it should not happen to any Ukrainian. But there are limitations with each country in terms of involving themselves physically in the ongoing fight, akin to the fact that it might lead to a third world war. And this is a very rudimentary way of fighting or trying to capture a country which is being done by Russia. In today's world, everybody knows that raging a war against any country is very expensive. It takes a toll on the current government, the people of that country, and the countries and the people around them because it's very expensive and it's not only expensive, it takes a toll on the upliftment of their own economy, because all the tax money goes into fighting, or buying the weapons by that country against whichever country they are waging the war. And everything halts at that. And the money that should have gone in the improvement of that country is spent in buying weapons which have no use at the end of the day. And what is the point in trying to prove yourself that you are better, or by trying to capture other country? I mean, there is no point. Everybody is staying in their own areas and in their own country, and they should be happily doing that, and they should be happily let to do that as well by other countries. It's a very bad way of living. Fight is a very bad way of living. It destroys your peace of mind, and it destroys everybody else's peace of mind as well. So, uh, there's another article that says that Jill Biden, the first lady, is leaving late Thursday for Eastern Europe, where she will visit with Ukrainian refugees displaced by the Russian invasion and tour the Slovakian border with Ukraine, according to her office. The first scheduled stop is on Friday in Romania, where she will meet with US troops as part of her initiative to support military families called Joining Forces. And yeah, this is another drawback of war, that the people, the innocent soldiers who are deployed in fighting over these battles for that country, if they like die, then what happens to their family, what happens to them? Instead, they should be there with the country to help the country grow, to help and support the government to grow. And in many other ways, like in many other ways, they can be deployed for improving an infrastructure of a country. But making them fight over what? Over somebody's ego is bad. What Russia is doing is plain right bad. It's not good at all. Anyways, and the and the best part is, not even so many Russians don't find themselves fighting this war or supporting this war at all. They are being pushed into this war. So, like now, everybody it might be like blaming Russians for that matter, but I don't think everybody in Russia supports this war. So, or probably no one, rather. It's just President Vladimir V. Putin, who has some ego issues about proving himself the best over what? I don't know. So, who is waging this war against Ukraine? Anyways, everybody knows everything, that this is not the correct way to live. So now we go to another topic. US intelligence helped Ukraine strike Russian flagship. There's another article saying that Democrats plan a bid to codify Roe but lack the votes to succeed. So there's another article on related to American politics. We can take that up later. And there is an analytical article as well on why is the Battle of Mariupol important for President Vladimir Putin. So we will discuss that article later during our course of studies if we have time. So now let's start studying without further ado. So we will have 25 Pomodoro sessions, 25 minutes of study, followed by 5 minutes of break. So then we will study like that. And it's so good to see you guys studying with me, and thank you for being here. And it kind of motivates me to study more, studying with you guys. So, yeah, let me put the timer on. Okay. Do let me know that what are you guys up to? What are you studying? What do you want to finish? What is your goal for study today? And where are you in your study right now? So, a little bit of discussion always helps because it just helps you get back to your schedule. It helps you remind that, yeah, you are ahead. Probably you can catch up with something else. Yeah, you're behind. Probably you need to fasten up to catch up with whatever you are behind at. So, yeah. So, now let me put a 25 minutes of timer right now, and then we'll study. I have to do some online homework, so you'll find me working on my laptop. And yeah, here we go. All the best. Hello. So, uh, we now get into our 5 minutes of break, break time. So, hi, Cookie Monster. I don't know your name though, but I'm assuming that you like cookies a lot, and me too. I was also eating, uh, having some Coke, and I guess I need to eat something so that I don't feel hungry. So I'll be back after grabbing a small meal for myself, and I'll see you again, in like 4 minutes, 14, 13 seconds. And what is time blocking? Do you mean like keeping some time separately only for studies? Yes, I do that, if that is what you mean. So when I am studying, like nobody can enter the room and I'm only with my books. Is that what you mean? Do let me know. I'll be back. Basically helpless. Okay. I understand. I completely get it. Okay. Break is over. We enter into another second 25 minutes Pomodoro session and we will speak again. Okay. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. I think it's a great idea. I've been thinking about, doing that type of time allocation for each of my topics. I actually do it sometimes, but I don't stick to it. But yeah, I think I should do it. It's a great idea. Thank you for reminding. Bye, everybody. See you.